There seemed to be some question about myself doing any good. I mean, is this going to result in me getting my sons? Am I ever going to be able to speak to Marilyn about her involvement in what Mike's been doing? You know, um, I think that documenting lawsuits is helpful to at least myself because I will actually. So it might not be helping you, but I think it's helping me. So well, just bear along. Right. Now, the issuance of a dissolution of marriage where I could not see any signature. Yes, I could not see any signature. See, after the motion for the default dissolution of marriage, yes. And then each of these documents more than likely had a signature on them. And then declaration of mailing, but for some reason I didn't get it. Ooh. And then more signatures and more signatures, and then Brent Bayston, ooch. And then more signatures, and then mail returned unclaimed. Now you don't ignore. Well, I could have always gotten copies of the checks that we had signed while marrying. And then I could have taken it to the judge and said, well, that's not really her signature. Oh. And the use of the dissolution of marriage to justify the financial institution fraud. Now, these automated check signing mechanisms, yes, I put it approved right there. And this is for the Army. Yeah. Let's say you're in Homeland Security and you don't really think, yes, that you should have to sign a check because you signed so many of them. There must be some machines out there in the United States federal government. Yeah. Well, you're the secretary of whatever department and your job. Just get me the machines that do the automated check signing mechanisms. Now, automated signatures are produced with manual instruments such as signature stamps, yes, or they are printed by computers. A fraudster who gains access to an automatic check signing mechanism will have no trouble forging signatures. Now, I know Calgill was just thinking about the use of the stamp as a deputy prosecuting attorney. Yes, where I said, well, I think that every employee of the government should have to use their own signature. Where he said, my remedy was to motion a court that allows for financial institution fraud because the prosecuting attorney's office doesn't want to take the time to sign his own documentation. Exactly where do you get one of those stamps where you go in, yes, as a prosecuting attorney, and you say, well, I'm going to need a stamp of my signature because I have to sign so many documents. And then you give the stamp to your dog, and your dog sits there every fucking day right now and lies about the absolute necessity of the enforcement of the 14th Amendment. Or there could be the no signature of the public defender's office when motioning to the court. Yes, I don't have a signature. I wonder if I do. I have a signature of the actual public defender that represented me. If I had found out that Bruce Hanafy had a dog that was representing me instead of the actual attorney, I would really question how it is that any attorney can admit to a court as evidence, yes, motioning or responding, or dismissing or whatever they call it as a prosecutor. Yeah. See, this is Brett Roberts' signature. Yes. If I looked at all of the signatures on Brett Roberts' personal checkbook, yes, they should all look something like this. Now, he didn't have a dog, obviously, that had taken his sexual nerve endings because, oops, look at this. And then there's Judge Landis's signature, Jill Landis. Yes, this is a photocopy that was sent to the wrong address. But I have some other, oops, hang on just for a second here. Now, this idea, ooch, is that the signature of the actual judge herself, or is that her dog? See, it gets confusing after a while when you start going through these signatures because I thought $500,000 was too much and I had the right to sue you for issuing it. And then the arrest that took place where I wasn't in Brenham. Now, here's another one where Bruce didn't sign it. Ouch, under the penalty of perjury of the laws. Yes. How can you? Oh, I think you have to sign those. Yes. Now let's look at Judge Landis's signature again. Ouch. Because, I have a lot of these. Yes. The state's motion to order for protection protects Heidi and her children. The same order that protects Heidi and her children without me getting any due process of the dissolution of marriage. Yes. Without me able to actually, well, see this is an actual, it's a stamp, isn't that right? Christopher C. Cowgill. Yeah. I just wanted to know, prosecuting attorney Mark. Well, how is it possible that you decided that you no longer had to use your own handwriting? State of Washington. Yes. Why? Well, it seems somewhat important, doesn't it? Jennifer Cochran. Okay. No signature here. Yeah. Now, Jennifer, yes, was representing. Oh, well, wait a second. Jennifer Cochran knows who I am. I mean, she's prosecuted me before. Yeah. She might have seen me in public. And as I say, yeah, I am not one of those that confronts. Yes, yes, yes. Now, this is a nice signature. Right. It looks very similar to this other signature. Yes. But exactly right now. Very similar. Ooh, doesn't it? But does it look exactly like it? Where was that criminal complaint? Was it the actual Brett Roberts that signed it? Because there are significant differences, but we know how it is. You just go on signing, signing. See, I'm going. Well, this signature, yes, it's similar, but it's not that similar, is it? Did your dog trace your signature? Well, see, when you look at it side by side, yes, this signature, yes, and that signature, you can see how they're the same. Oh, can't you? In fact, that looks like my deceased father's handwriting, considering the P there, but it's a B. Yeah. In fact, it's kind of dissimilar now that I look at it. Yes. Let's do a comparison. Right. This is the same as that. Uh, Significantly different. So, pooch. Brett Robert. It is significantly different. Yes. Now, I'm thinking this is the actual signature of Brett Roberts. Yes. But who's this? Hang on just for a second. Let me try it one more time. Because does it look exactly like? Oh, I would say it's significantly different. Yes. Yes, it is. See, there's one there. Yeah. But this has just a little, but this goes like like that. Pooch, you're not using forgeries right now. Oh my gosh. The state's response is using forgeries of the significantly different, isn't it? Now, just so I know, Pooch, why don't you get me his bank accounts? Yes. And every check that's written on his bank accounts. Well, the state of Washington, the people of the state of Washington said I was incompetent. Ouch. I told you I wanted to appeal that court decision. Are you going to continue, as in you're unwilling, yes, or unable, ouch, to enforce the actual laws of the United States? Is there a problem, Jefferson County? Well, this is Judge Jill Landis. Yeah. Is it significantly different than the actual warrant for my arrest? I know. Well, I just wanted to know of all the documentation that I put online of each and every one of the government employees, yes, and that I have more than one signature of, yes. This looks like significantly different. Now this it's not possible. Let me just see here for a second. Yes. Now, well, I know it's what no what this see this Landis, yeah, this Landis Pope. They are somewhat different. Yes, it is. This is right on the line there, and this is above the line. See, I was going through these forgeries. Yes, what you should look for in financial services fraud, and they're really good about explaining on the line or above the line. And then this L, it's well, it's. Oh, do you think I'm making up shit right now? Seems that we don't take seriously the actual requirements of the law. Now, red flags of forged maker schemes. Yes. The maker's name is misspelled on the signature line. Looks like the same name, doesn't it? Yeah. But the signature runs off the end of the signature line. Oh, this might be an indication that the signer is not used to signing the name and ran out of room. Oh, oh, oh. Is there, well, just give me the signatures on the financial services fraud. The defendant is not competent to stand trial. Oh, as a result of mental disease or defect, the defendant lacks the capacity to understand the nature of the proceedings against me when I wasn't in Sequim, Washington. Yes. When you issued a protection order for 10 years where I had not committed any acts of domestic violence or child abuse. Yes. Where my record had been expunged. Yeah. And you never gave me a copy of the dissolution of marriage. Oh, I'm not able to assist in my own defense. Maybe I can. Maybe I can. Maybe I can assist in my own lawsuits. Oh, oh, oh! Do you think I could do that? I'm going to want to use the court system of the United States. And I'm going to want to sue you, Judge. Ooch. Every judge of this county, Jefferson County, and every judge of every county of this state right now. Because you're playing a little game called Kangaroo Court, Pooch, where you're making up fraudulent crimes right now. I'm going to want my sons, and I'm going to want to assist in my own lawsuits. Now, I want you to return custody of my sons to myself.